Is Justin Fields just another running quarterback that will fizzle out? Which other quarterbacks has Justin Fields been compared to in the NFL? Can Justin Fields become a top 5 quarterback in the league? Find out all of this and more coming up. Who is Justin Fields? Is he an overrated quarterback in the NFL? Justin Fields played in 2 of the most prestigious programs in the NCAA, in Georgia and Ohio State. Fields was a backup his freshman year at Georgia. He was even the backup to Jake Fromm. When Fromm went down due to injury, Fields took the field and lit the world on fire. Knowing that Fields might not get the starting job at Georgia despite his success, Fields decided to transfer to Ohio State. Fields felt like the Buckeyes were a better fit anyway for the style of play Fields liked to play at. He was right in this case. Once he got the starting job at Ohio State, he made a lot of national media people turn and pay attention to him. In Fields' first 2 seasons as the starting quarterback at Ohio State, he led the Buckeyes to back-to-back Big Ten titles and to college football playoff berths. Fields was considered as one of the most explosive players in college football during the 2019 and 2020 seasons. Fields was a highly touted talent going into the NFL draft. He was so desirable coming into the NFL draft that the Chicago Bears traded up with the New York Giants to move up to choose Fields with the 11th overall pick in the 2021 NFL Draft. Clearly the hype around this young man was very real, going from a backup to a potential Heisman Trophy winner, and collecting some Big Ten titles along the way. Which other NFC dual-threat quarterback compares best to Justin Fields? Can the success of what Fields was able to do in Ohio State translate to the NFL field? Well, stay right here to find out all of those answers and more. There are a lot of young dual-threat quarterbacks in the NFL, but being a dual-threat quarterback in this league doesn't guarantee you a promising career. In fact, more dual-threat quarterbacks fizzle out before they can really get comfortable in the NFL. Some prime examples of that are Tyrod Taylor, Johnny Manziel, Robert Griffin III, and many others. Justin Fields is aware of that, and will do whatever it takes to not end up on that list. Instead, Fields wants to end up on the list of really good dual-threat quarterbacks like Jalen Hurts, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, and of course, Patrick Mahomes. One of the NFC's best dual-threat quarterback has a lot of things in common with Justin Fields. This quarterback burst onto the NFL scene a year prior to Fields being drafted. This quarterback also had a major head coaching change early in their NFL career. This quarterback also played for 2 different prestigious programs in college. This quarterback that I am referring to is Jalen Hurts. This year, Hurts has taken a big step forward in his progress as a quarterback, but it didn't start that way. Jalen started his career under Doug Peterson's coaching tutelage. After Hurts' first season in Philadelphia, Doug Peterson was released and the Eagles franchise decided that they were going to find a new head coach, and the franchise wanted to throw all of its support behind Jalen's progression as a quarterback and leader. Fields' situation was in his first season with the Bears. He was under the guise of Matt Nagy, but Nagy held Fields back from his full potential. Just like the Eagles, the Bears wanted a fresh start at a head coach, and wanted to throw all their support behind the progression of Fields. The Bears decided to hire new head coach Matt Eberflus. How could these coaching changes make a difference in these quarterbacks' performances and progression? Well, with Hurts, he hadn't been in the same offensive scheme for 2 straight years since he was in high school. The same can be held true for Fields' situation. But let's look at the dynamics of this comparison. Both quarterbacks have stupid good athleticism, a very strong arm, and are diligent workers on their craft. Jalen Hurts is in the running for MVP this season, along with going from the 23rd best quarterback in the league last season to becoming a top 5 quarterback. Hurts is in his 3rd season, but 2nd full season as a starter. Fields is in his 2nd season, but 1st season as a full-time starting quarterback. If Fields stays on the same progression path as Hurts, Fields could see himself taking that same type of leap next season. One major thing to keep in mind with regards to this comparison is that the team around Hurts is a lot better than the team around Fields. Which top 5 quarterbacks in the AFC is most comparable to Justin Fields' first season and half tenure? Does Fields have the skills to reach the levels that this quarterback has already reached in their young career? Stay tuned in Fields fans, because your jaw is about to drop. The quarterback from the AFC that I'm referring to is Buffalo Bills quarterback Josh Allen. Allen has always had a strong mobility game, and in Allen's rookie season, he was not the best thrower either. Allen had 10 touchdowns and 12 interceptions. Fields' initial scouting report was that he leaned too heavy on his running ability, and not show enough of his passing skills. In Fields' rookie season, he also did not throw very well. In Allen's rookie season, with the Bills, he did not have the best offense. In fact, the Bills relied heavily on their defensive success. Over the next couple of seasons, the Bills organization built a dangerous offense that has pushed Allen's name into the MVP hunt for the last 2 seasons. If Fields and the Bears build their offense like the Bills built theirs, there's a strong possibility that Fields could also be in those MVP conversations. What is Fields' potential in the short term? Could he become a top 5 quarterback in the near future? I don't have a crystal ball, but I have some answers to those questions. Fields' mobility as a quarterback can be dangerous for the longevity of Fields' career, but his mobility could also be dangerous for opposing defenses for years to come. It just depends on how he utilizes that particular gift of his. In his rookie season, when Fields rolled out of the pocket, his quarterback rating on the passes he threw was 139.0, which is almost a perfect quarterback rating. Fields' ability to roll out of the pocket can help him in 2 ways. It can freeze the defense like it did against the Miami Dolphins, and it can also buy him and his receivers time to get open. The biggest character trait that Fields will have to improve on in order to exploit defensive schemes is the trait of patience. What is the potential for Fields in the short term? Well, as he gets more comfortable with the offense, and as some of the young weapons on his offense grow as football players, the potential for Fields to become a top 5 quarterback in this league will improve. With young weapons like Chase Claypool and Cole Kmet, this offense will grow together. The one major turnaround that the Bears will have to help Fields out with the right away is the improvement of his offensive line. It was brought up earlier about the strong comparison between Jalen Hurts and Justin Fields. One of the biggest reasons that Hurts has made the leap he has so quickly is because the Philadelphia Eagles have had the best offensive line in the league for the last 6 years. In order for Fields to improve his numbers as a quarterback, he has got to be protected. But Fields also has to remember to protect himself on the schemed up running plays in which he is calling his own number. What are the biggest drawbacks to Fields' possible success? Can those drawbacks be avoided? In Justin Fields' young career, he has dealt with his fair share of injuries, from a rib injury that he had in the college playoffs in 2020 to a shoulder injury in his rookie year that got him carted off the field. Avoiding injuries for any athlete is a priority, but for a mobile quarterback in the NFL, it is seemingly impossible to not get hurt. The hope for Fields is that with maturity in the game and enough experience, he will avoid those bigger injuries. Fields might be in his 2nd season, but he has not had as many dropbacks as a quarterback as some of his peers. As an example, Trevor Lawrence, who was drafted in the same year as Fields, has almost double the dropbacks as Fields, with the same amount of games played. These dropback numbers are important because the more a quarterback drops back, it gives that quarterback experience in understanding NFL defensive schemes and how to react to them appropriately. The reason why Fields had less dropbacks is because in Fields' rookie season, Matt Nagy, the head coach at the time, wanted to run the ball more and protect his quarterback. Nagy coached with fear and not confidence, and that attitude spread all the way throughout the team. How good can Justin Fields become? That question has been answered in many different ways. The fact of the matter is that the improvement that Fields needs to take as an individual is something that he will have to prove throughout the tenure of his career. Fields has been known as a player who works his butt off to become better. He has also been a strong vocal leader in the Bears locker room. Fields' potential isn't just in his hands. If the Bears don't surround him with talent and protection, it seems like it would be a doom and gloom future for the young star. It has been shown many times before that a very talented mobile quarterback is put with the wrong franchise, or that the franchise doesn't do everything in their power to surround the team with talent, and not put all the pressure on one young quarterback.